Yoga with scientific inquiry and global relevance. The theme of this year's conference, Yoga as Rehabilitation Medicine, Plasticity, Performance and Resilience, beautifully reflects this harmonious convergence addressing healing, adaptability and human potential. With this spirit and seeking divine grace for the success of INCOFYRA 2025, let us now begin with the inaugural proceedings with an invocation prayer. Along with the invocation prayer, we also have the launch of the 26th INCOFYRA conference song, where Dr. Ramya would be singing 2 stanzas from the conference song, which is going to explain us the context of the theme of INCOFYRA as well as welcome the global gathering. I now invite Dr. Ramya to render the invocation prayer with the launch of the conference song.
Kritunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighnan Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Taschatra Swasthena Samayudaste Niramayatvi Paramam Vida Vishwe Janata Hitaya Ye Ghatita Te Kitsita Tascha Suyu Vajaniya Vrinde Yevatra Vishesha Manya Swasthyam Samasadya Sudhunya Maya Sarvajana Bhavantu Chatra Swasthina Sama Vighatascha Ichaya Shubhechaya
Elevating the atmosphere with the soulful invocation. A special mention This conference song was composed by Acharya Sri Amritji, Director VTR, and set to tune by Dr. Ramya. Big round of applause for both of them. That are taking place this December 2025 is deeply special for the entire S-VYASA family and for all of us gathered here today because it carries an added emotional significance as it coincides with the Golden Jubilee celebrations of S-VYASA, marking 50 years of an inspiring journey guided by vision, sustained by dedication, and nurtured by countless teachers, researchers, students, and seekers. A warm and meaningful welcome would set tone for this successful conference, for which I invite a pillar for this entire university for taking this philosophy beyond science. And let's have the introduction of this gem of a person as an AV. Are we having the baby? Sorry for the technical glitches. I now invite Dr. Manjunath NK, Vice Chancellor SVYASA, to deliver the welcome address and formally welcome this August gathering.
वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतंजलिं प्राञ्जलिं राणतोस्मि. Namaste Yoga Bandhus. We remember that journey which has brought us to this 26th International Conference on Frontiers in Yoga Research and Applications. A warm welcome to all of you for this inaugural ceremony of this amazing conference. For each conference, we have a theme, and this time it is very special. The theme of this conference has been most aptly chosen as Yoga as Rehabilitation Medicine, with a special emphasis on three components: plasticity, performance, and resilience. The goal of yoga can be taken to multiple dimensions and multiple directions. But one of it is bringing every individual back to his own original state. If we bring it into a common experience, then making everyone fit in the society for his life and existence. Rehabilitation is one such process which gives a second chance for every individual to be back on his own to achieve his goals in his life. Distinguished guests, esteemed international and national speakers, respected researchers, academicians, clinicians, yoga professionals, delegates, volunteers, dear students, and all our participants, particularly both national and international, joining us through the online platform, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure and a deep sense of honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you to this 26th International Conference on Frontiers in Yoga Research and Applications. This, as a tradition, has become a brand in itself from SVYASA, because this is hosted from this mother organization called Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana, which is a deemed to be university recognized by the University Grants Commission, Government of India. This inaugural ceremony marks the beginning of 4 intellectually enriching and spiritually uplifting days of dialogue, discovery, as well as collaboration in the field of yoga research and its applications. We are deeply honored to have with us an eminent group of international and national dignitaries whose presence greatly enriches this conference. I extend our respectful welcome to all those dignitaries who have assembled on the stage today. Let me start welcoming none other than our own Pujya Guruji. Pujya Guruji is an embodiment of knowledge, personification of simplicity, a visionary, and the founder of Vyasa Group of Institutions, as well as Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan Samsthana, a university. We are also very privileged to have Guruji's guidance all through these 26 international conferences, and even today that guidance is very prominent because Guruji keep creating new vision for all the activities associated with S-VYASA. The Yoga Guru of most loved and respected Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, I bow to offer my salutations, and with reverence I welcome Pujya Guruji to this inaugural ceremony. We have with us Sri Amrita Suryananda Maharaj ji, the President of Yoga Portuguese Confederation and the founder of Yoga Sankhya Institute in Portugal. All of us are aware of International Day of Yoga being celebrated on every June 21st. If you really want to understand, if there is one person who dreamt about International Day of Yoga much before than its actualization in the year 2014-15, it is none other than our own beloved Sri Amrita Suryananda Maharaj ji. Last year, Guruji and myself, we had the opportunity of being in Portugal for the celebrations of International Day of Yoga, and they celebrated the 24th International Day of Yoga in Portugal, while we were all celebrating the 11th International Day of Yoga. So that's the vision what we have got, somebody who believes in Sanatana Dharma to the purest possible way, and we are privileged to have Amrit Suryanand ji for this inaugural ceremony. I welcome you, Maharaj ji. We have with us Sri G. Janardana Reddy ji. I don't think Janardana Reddy ji requires any introduction, but still it's my responsibility to say that if the country has seen one of the finest businessmen, if the country has seen one of the most dedicated politicians, and if the country has to use the most adopted spiritual knowledge into practice, it is Janardana Reddy ji. Hampi is a known place for many people in Karnataka and in India, but there are so many people who have come from outside India. If we want to take you to the golden age, golden era of this country, that is called Vijayanagara Samrajya, and that's what the revival of it has been taken up as the prime responsibility by none other than Janardana Reddy ji. Sir, privilege having you here for the inaugural function. I welcome you. We have with us Sri Ritesh Malik ji. Ritesh Malik, when we talk about him, he says that, no, I am part of SVYASA. Yes, you are part of SVYASA, but you are also part of many other such initiatives globally, which really makes all of us feel proud that there is an Indian sitting in Canada making India proud. That is Ritesh Malik ji. He is the chair of Canada-India Foundation in Toronto and the patron of Vyasa Canada, along with several other people who have actually conceived and taken Vyasa Canada to this level. I welcome Ritesh Malik ji. We have with us Dr. C. Venkatram. Venkatram ji has been the biggest support when we talk about integrative medicine at SVYASA. Venkat Ramji comes as the Director of Blood Pressure Clinics and Institute for Blood Pressure Management, Apollo Group of Hospitals and Apollo Medical College in Hyderabad. Of course, Venkat Ramji's affiliations are not limited to India, but he has much bigger affiliations outside India, and he has been the leading cardiologist in United States of America, and he has been the guiding spirit for several of the medical institutions, and we had the privilege of actually taking SVYASA institution to United States of America and forming the most required, the central place, which is Dallas, and it is Venkat Ramji who gave all that directions to actually form this SVYASA USA as one umbrella organization. Amazing researcher, greatest of the great medical practitioner, and the most humble and simple man. Privilege, sir, having you here for the inaugural ceremony. We also have with us Professor Thomas Feiner. Professor Thomas Feiner is a neuroscientist and psychophysiologist. He is the CEO of Institute for EEG Neurofeedback, IFN, based in Munich in Germany. Professor Feiner is an exceptional researcher on one side. At the same time, he is the one who is working for bringing all the technology and the knowledge of neurofeedback for patient use. We had the privilege of spending a decent amount of time in his laboratory in Germany, and I got to learn so much because I have been working on EEG for quite some time. But there are two people, Dr. Garner, whom we are missing, who was supposed to be here, and along with Dr. Garner, Dr. Feiner. So they have been instrumental in actually translating all those kind of studies which generally other people hesitate doing it. And that's the privilege what we have in having such exceptional researchers supporting SVYASA University in bringing research to greater heights. Welcome, Dr. Thomas Feiner, for this inaugural function. We also have Ms. Viveka Kim. Viveka is the Chief Executive Officer of Yoga Culture Town in South Korea. Let me make it a little more simple. She is one of the finest alumni SVYASA University has produced. If SVYASA and VYASA is strongly present in South Korea, there is one person who is responsible for it, Viveka Kim. Viveka has done a little more than 10 years of tapasya, hard work, in bringing a India culture town, a yoga culture town to South Korea. This is based in Miryang city in South Korea. And we have been part of this at every inch of its development. I know the kind of hardship you have put in establishing a India culture town in Miryang city. Once again, we feel proud having you here and welcome you, Viveka, for this inaugural ceremony. We also have with us Professor Soul Balasi. Several of the people have gone through tough time in reaching India during this time. Okay, we have our own challenges for air travel, and one of them is our Ritesh Malikji on one side, while Professor Zolt has been making all the efforts to be here from quite some time, but we had our heart in our mouth till the last minute that we wanted to see you here, and you are here. So Professor Soul is the research director of Lanisys Limited, based in Budapest in Hungary, and we have been collaborating for a long time, and we have been trying to put up some fantastic research studies with international funding, and this gives us an opportunity actually to take all those discussions forward. Thank you very much for making and being here for this inaugural ceremony, and I am sure we will have very fruitful discussions in the next couple of days. I welcome you, Professor Zul Balassi. I also extend my respectful greetings to our esteemed leadership of S-VYASA University. We have Dr. Professor K. Subramaniam, who is the Chancellor of S-VYASA University. Of course, all those who are connected with S-VYASA, you are aware that if there is one person who is the encyclopedia of the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, which is our Professor K. Subramaniam ji, the Chancellor of this university. And his guidance has always been facilitating our growth, and I am going to share what we have achieved under the leadership of Professor Subramaniam ji. I welcome you, Professor Subramaniam ji, for this inaugural ceremony. I also welcome Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, the Pro-chancellor of SVYASA University. Of course, he was also the Pro-vice-chancellor earlier, but more than anything, a hardcore, committed family member of SVYASA University. Without your presence, nothing can move in this institution. Thank you very much, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir, for being here. We have with us Professor Shiv Shankar Sai, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of SVYASA. I welcome Professor Shiv Shankar Sai for this inaugural ceremony. Professor Soni Kumari, the Registrar of SVYASA University. Once again, for all that what you have put together, your efforts in making this event a possibility, I welcome all of you. We have so many eminent personalities who have come for this conference. Many of them are sitting in first row, second row, third row, I don't know. Maybe if the auditorium was full, some of the greatest personalities are sitting maybe amongst yourselves in the audience. So it's my privilege welcoming all such personalities who have thought that SVYASA should be the place to be present between December 18 to 21st. We have our representatives from different countries over here. Before I move on to the representatives from different countries, few people I have to take name. If we always talk about Guruji, who created this vision and made this institution a possibility, yet another person we, with deep love and affection, always respect for the contributions, whatever she has made, which is our Dr. R. Nagaratna Didi. Nagaratna Didi is here in front of all of you. All those who have come to listen about integrative rehabilitation, I am sure you should spend at least some time with Nagaratna Didi, because it's the knowledge and experience cannot be translated in a lecture or something, but you spend time with somebody like Didi, you will get everything directly. So Didi's presence makes this event very meaningful for all of us. We also have our former Vice Chancellor, Ramchandra Bhattji. Ramchandra Bhattji, you heard the invocation, the conference theme song. Every conference we have this tradition of the theme song written by Ramchandra Bhattji. Ramchandra Bhattji can compose any song in Sanskritam at any given point of time spontaneously. So we gave him very less time, but we have a wonderful conference theme song. It's our privilege having our own Ramchandra Bhattji over here. We have Professor Dr. Arun Garg here from Canada. Once again, a great researcher who will be talking to you during the coming sessions over here. We have Kadamji, who has come from United States of America. And once again, it is with a very short notice, we just gave an invitation, and Kadamji is here. Welcome you. Raghuramji is here, who is the spiritual guide behind the organization. We have our own Bhishma Pitamaha of Cardiology of India, Manchanda sir. Sir, it's a privilege. Once again, as I said, none of our conferences are complete without your presence. Thank you very much for taking time and being present in our conferences each time. We also have people coming from at least around 26 countries participating in this conference. I cannot take the names of each and every organization and institution, but take the privilege of welcoming all our international guests who have come from different countries, and I'm sure all of you are going to have an exceptional time over here. We also have people coming from media. Media is our strength. Media makes everything what we do reach the world, and thank you very much for supporting this organization and reaching the good work of this organization to millions of people. And we have all those individuals who actually created a whole lot of support system, particularly reaching it to national and international people through online mechanism. I welcome all those people who have joined. Some of them are who's who in different fields, but they have joined this conference. I welcome all those experts who have joined online also. So it's also our privilege having so many colleges, the delegates from several parts of the country who have come here. We have delegates ranging from professors of different universities and institutions to students of multiple colleges, and we have a big group of the students from the field of naturopathy and yogic sciences. Welcome all of you, dear friends, all of you who have come from several of those naturopathy and yoga colleges, and you believe that there is something what you can pick from this conference. Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan Samsthana, an institution dedicated to integrating India's ancient yogic wisdom with modern science, technology, and higher education. This was founded in 2002, but we are celebrating our golden jubilee. Guruji is going to talk all about those milestones, what we have crossed to reach this golden jubilee year as Vyasa group of institutions. The whole purpose was actually bringing this integrative, comprehensive system for health, well-being, human excellence, and societal transformation. In recognition of our work, as I mentioned, 2002 was that big milestone we remember where we became a deemed to be university. Prashanti Kudiram, this Jigani campus, the main campus of SVYASA University, is located, I'm sure all of you are enjoying the serene, green, and eco-friendly environment on the outskirts of Bengaluru. It provides an ideal environment, atmosphere for learning, research, healing, and contemplative practices. So these four things should tell you what all happens in this campus. The campus houses advanced academic blocks, state-of-the-art research facilities, a well-equipped Arogya Dama. We don't call anything as a hospital. We believe in place where people can come and regain their health, and amazing meditation hall, exceptional libraries, hostels for students, and residential facilities. Prashanti Kutiram represents the foundation of SVYASA, where holistic living, experiential learning, and yogic values are deeply embedded in academic life. To date, SVYASA has produced over 1,000 research publications, and we hold little over 12% of world literature on yoga, which is the biggest by any institution in the world as a university. Contemplating and complementing this main campus is our city campus, which is based in Mysore Road, which is called Sattva Global City Campus, which marks a significant milestone in SVYASA's evolution as a comprehensive higher education university. The Sattva Global City Campus was established to deliver advanced, professional, and technology-oriented education. It offers undergraduate and postgraduate programs in areas such as engineering, computer applications, management, and allied health disciplines. designed in alignment with contemporary industry requirements with an emphasis on experiential learning, project-based education, internships, and industry collaboration. Many of you have come to this university for many conferences. I thought I should make it a point for all of you to know that S-VYASA now has extended its arms into several other disciplines, including engineering, management, commerce, and allied health sciences. A distinctive feature of the city campus is its holistic educational approach. Many people ask that why do you need to get into engineering when several engineering colleges are there? Guruji said that what we need to bring into curriculum is lifestyle-based education, which is seriously missing in several disciplines, including engineering, and that's how we are there. Across both campuses, SVYASA has made significant contributions to evidence-based yoga research, integrative healthcare, rehabilitation, lifestyle disease management, mental health, and wellness education, while simultaneously expanding its footprint to engineering, technology, and higher education. In recognition of its sustained academic quality, SVYASA deemed to be university has been accredited with NAAC A+ grade for its third time, which is an achievement for any university, reflecting its excellence in teaching learning process, research governance infrastructure. The university has also received several awards and recognitions from Government of Karnataka, Government of India, and several institutions outside India, including the American Diabetic Association, which recognized one of our research project as the best ever research project conducted on diabetes from Asian subcontinent. And once again, thanks to Nagaratna Didi and Guruji for that vision. As part of its forward-looking vision, SVYASA is expanding its national presence with a new campus coming up in Trivandrum, Kerala. I don't know how many of you are from Kerala, so we will be there soon in Kerala with all the disciplines, including a medical college in yoga and naturopathy. Guided by the ideals of Swami Vivekananda, SVYASA continues its journey of blending tradition with technology, yoga with artificial intelligence, and professional excellence with ethical consciousness. The university remains committed to nurturing competent professionals, responsible citizens, and compassionate leaders for the future. Once again, I warmly welcome each one of you for this wonderful inaugural ceremony. Namaste.
Indeed, a red carpet welcome. Thank you, sir, for beautifully articulating the yoga vision of SVYASA as well as the global vision of our dignitaries. I would be committing a silent crime if I don't introduce and welcome Dr. Manjunath, a pioneer, a guru, a mentor for all of the naturopathy and yoga students and practitioners, including me. In fact, the largest population of this conference. So let me take the privilege in introducing and welcoming Dr. Manjunath, sir, with the AV. A big round of applause. The crowd is huge, but the volume of your claps are so minimal.
Dr. Manjunath NK is the Vice-Chancellor of SVYASA deemed to be university. He holds a bachelor degree in naturopathy and yogic sciences from Mangalore University and a PhD in yoga and geriatric medicine from SVYASA. With more than 33 years of academic research and administrative experience, he has published over 100 papers in indexed international journals. His research interests include psychophysiology of yoga, meditation, aging, and rehabilitation. He serves on national and international committees including BST, Niti Aayog, NAC, and WHO. He is the founder of Vivekananda Health Global and a recipient of several prestigious national and international awards.
think the technical glitch was good. So this made us more highlighting his promise. Thank you so much, sir. Now, to provide us with an overview of the academic framework, objectives, and global relevance of this conference, I invite yet another very active, dynamic person, Professor Shivasankara Sai, sir, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of this university. But before we have you, sir, we have a Navy to introduce you.
Professor Shivasankara Sai, Pro-Vice-Chancellor at S-VYASA deemed to be University, Bengaluru. He has also held the position of Registrar in the same university. He has also held eminent position at Sri Satyasai Institute of Higher Learning, Andhra Pradesh. He is an active researcher in the field of biomedical imaging. He has published more than 60 journal papers in international and national peer-reviewed journals in the area of photonics, biophotonics, optical fiber sensors, and many more. He is also the member of Vedic Research Board, Sri Satyasai Vedic Studies.
Sabhabhyas Sabhapatibhyascha vo namaha. Respected Guruji, respected members of Executive Council of S-VYASA, galaxy of distinguished guests, esteemed international and national speakers, respected researchers, academicians, clinicians, yoga professionals, delegates online and offline, volunteers, and our dear students. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of S-VYASA, I echo what our revered Vice-Chancellor sir has mentioned in welcoming you all to this inaugural function of this international conference, INCOFYRA. This marks the beginning of 4 intellectually enriching and spiritually uplifting days of dialogue, discovery, and collaboration in the field of yoga research and its applications. Let me take a minute to dwell on the significance of this international conference, INCOFYRA. INCOFYRA has evolved over the years into one of the most prestigious international conferences on yoga research, providing a global platform for scientists, clinicians, academicians, and practitioners to engage in meaningful discussions on evidence-based yoga and integrative health sciences. Conducted every alternate year, the INCOFYRA reflects S-VYASA's unwavering commitment to the scientific validation of yoga while preserving the philosophical depth and the traditional roots. Each edition of this conference addresses a theme of contemporary relevance, thereby bridging the ancient wisdom with the modern science which our revered Guruji has given as the very vision of this institution. The theme of this conference, which Vice-Chancellor has already mentioned, is a yoga as rehabilitation medicine, plasticity, performance, and resilience. This theme is both timely and transformative. It highlights yoga's expanding role in neurorehabilitation, neuroplasticity, sports medicine and performance enhancement, musculoskeletal rehabilitation, psychological resilience, and stress adaptation. In an era marked by rising lifestyle disorders, sports injuries, neurological conditions, and mental health challenges, yoga offers a holistic, cost-effective, and evidence-based rehabilitative approach. This conference aims to strengthen the scientific foundations of yoga as an integral component of the mainstream rehabilitation and healthcare systems. Distinguished guests and dignitaries, we are deeply honored to have with us the eminent group of international and national dignitaries, some of whom Sir has already mentioned. Already they are there on the stage in front of us. We extend our grateful greetings to their leadership in these domains. Let me mention briefly multifold objectives of this conference. One, to bring together multidisciplinary experts from medicine, yoga therapy, neuroscience, sports science, and rehabilitation, to share the latest research and clinical insights on yoga's impact on plasticity, performance, and resilience, to promote collaboration and networking between conventional medicine and complementary healthcare systems, to educate healthcare professionals on yoga-based prevention, diagnosis, and rehabilitation strategies, to highlight yoga's role in athlete well-being, injury prevention, and performance optimization, to explore integrative models combining yoga with complementary medicine and traditional medicine systems. So there are a host of objectives which this conference serves. This 3-day international conference features many international speakers, as we mentioned, which including Professor Lorenzo Cohen, University of Texas, MD Anderson Cancer Institute, Cancer Center, USA, Professor Christopher Chaplin, Loyola Marymount University, Los Angeles, Professor Thomas Feiner, Germany, Dr. Venkat Bhatt, University of Toronto, Canada. We also have number of national speakers, including our own revered Guruji, Dr. H.R. Nagendra, the President of S-VYASA Society, Dr. Dorairaj Prabhakaran, CCDC New Delhi, Dr. Anand Balayogi Bhavanani, Shri Balaji Vidyapeeth Puducherry, Dr. Major Ameya Kagili, Team Director, Rajasthan Royals and Paralympics, Professor Shivram Varambali, NIMHANS, and many, many more. The INCOFYRA has been evolving over so many years under the guidance of our Guruji and all the elders. Each day's schedule is beautifully packed. From the dawn to the dusk, various activities hold the attention of all the delegates. Start this whole day proceedings with a homa, a fire ritual, right early in the morning, and then whole day is packed with many, many plenary sessions and parallel symposia. We have 3 plenary sessions with 9 keynote speakers, 10 parallel symposia with 30 speakers and 20 chairpersons, 3 expert panel discussions with many moderators and panelists, 189 poster presentations, and 13 oral presentations with many, many judges reviewing this and selecting them, workshops, cultural programs, spiritual events, and satsang, and many, many more. The day is completely packed. That's how it is designed. And as I mentioned, INCOFYRA has been evolving. And this year, with our new campus in existence, which Sir was mentioning, a new technology track is being added, where our city campus has introduced an ideathon for our students. As you're all aware, the ideathon, where students work on a problem statement and come out with a proposed technology solution that can even lead to a product being developed. This year's ideathon theme is Tech for Neuro Rehab, with 15 teams participating in this ideathon, students from various schools of our own university, both city campus and Prashanti Kudiram campus. It is going to be inaugurated tomorrow at 11 a.m. 19th and the 4th floor of Annapurna. We request all of you to go and visit and encourage these students. We are also proud that 20 international guests and 40 national experts with a total of 650 registration of the delegates for this conference. In fact, I also wish to mention that the registration of the conference itself stopped almost 20 days back because we do not have accommodation inside the campus, and all of them wanted to stay inside the campus. I also wish to mention that this INCOFYRA has become very, very popular in the Ayush colleges. We have more than 10 colleges who did the bulk registration. Let me mention few of them. They are in the audience here. Nanda Naturopathy and Yoga Medical College in Hospital in Erode, Tamil Nadu. International Institute of Yoga and Naturopathy Medical Sciences, Chengalpattu, Tamil Nadu. Shivaraj Naturopathy and Yoga Medical College, Tamil Nadu. Care Yoga Naturopathy Medical College and Hospital, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Sharada Yoga and Naturopathy Medical College, Mangalore. Munial Institute of Yoga and Naturopathy, Karnataka. Sri Ramakrishna Medical College of Naturopathy and Yoga Sciences, Tamil Nadu. G. Madhegoda Institute of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, Mandya, Karnataka. Excel Medical College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, Tamil Nadu. SDM College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, Ujjere, Karnataka, and many more. As prelude and preparation for this major conference, we had also pre-conference workshops, which were successfully held from 12th to 17th December. Yesterday we had the final valedictory function for these pre-conference workshops, which witnessed very, very enthusiastic participation. We had CME, Continued Medical Education on Integrative Medicine, the Future of Healthcare. We had CRE, Continued Research Education, pre-conference workshop on promotion of Ayush research. We had CYE, Continued Yoga Education in advanced yoga techniques developed especially by S-VYASA over a period of 30 years. We also had Himalaya Yoga Olympiad, national and international competitions with participants from 13 Indian states for the national competition and 12 countries for the international Himalaya Yoga Olympiad participating in this. The total number of participants in this Himalaya Yoga Olympiad is whooping 237 members. We had 29 jury members for this Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. These initiatives reflect, again, S-VYASA's strong commitment to capacity building, education, and outreach in yoga domain. As part of the conference, we also have 32 exhibition stalls which were just now opened 1 hour back, and 450 volunteers from all our schools, the School of Yogic Sciences, School of Naturopathy Medicine, School of Physiotherapy, and many other, and all the staff members of S-VYASA, both Prashant Nilayam campus and Prashant City campus participating very actively. As S-VYASA daily chant the Vedic hymn, O Manams Janatam. Let us move together, speak together, share our minds in harmony. Each evening, the conference blossoms into a celebration of culture where music, dance, and drama weave together the rich traditions of India. In the spirit of this Vedic call to unity, INCOFYRA committee has organized 3 cultural programs which are not mere entertainment but a living expression of Maitri, the friendship that harmonizes diverse communities in the spirit of yoga. There is also a laser show tonight after the dinner at 8:30 in this very auditorium. It is said, Satsangat Bhavati Gnanam. From satsang arises true wisdom. Satsang, the association with the truth and with noble people, provides a sacred space where the participants connect with the deeper philosophical roots of yoga beyond its therapeutic and scientific dimensions. As part of this conference, again, we have organized satsangs in the evenings, balancing the rigorous scientific inquiry during the day with the experiential spirituality, ensuring the participants leave not only informed but also inwardly transformed. Sri Amritji Maharaj from the Portugal, who was introduced, who is there on the stage, will give his satsang on 20th evening. As part of this conference again, we have launch of many books which will happen as we go along. I would also like to mention that the success of 25th INCOFYRA last year, conducted from 3rd to 6th January 2024, themed Integrative Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, laid a very, very strong foundation for this 26th edition. With more than 600 delegates and extensive interdisciplinary engagement, it reaffirms the growing global acceptance of integrative and yoga-based healthcare models. Our esteemed speakers, delegates, and organizing committee members who worked tirelessly weeks after weeks to make this conference come to a reality. Finally, dear delegates, we encourage you to actively participate, engage in discussions, share your insights, and build lasting collaborations. This conference provides many, many opportunities for all of you to do this. May this conference inspire new research directions, clinical applications, and global partnerships. With these words, I once again welcome all of you for this 26th INCOFYRA conference, which will yield a fruitful, enlightening, and memorable conference experience. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, for outlining the depth, the scope, and the interdisciplinary importance of INCOFYRA 2025. Dear delegates, with all the events so beautifully explained, academic, cultural, and spiritual, I think this is more a holistic conference, going to treat you with all your panchendriyas triggered, as well as the trinity of your body, mind, and spirit. So let's all prepare ourselves for the enriching ahead. Now we move on to a significant moment of the evening, the release of the inaugural booklet of the 26th INCOFYRA. This booklet provides the information of event schedules, including the spiritual and cultural activities. May I now request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly release the booklet. Inaugural booklet of the 26th INCOFYRA. Congratulations to the scientific team who were behind preparing the inauguration booklet. From the Almighty, we have heard, we have welcomed hospitality, everything served. Now we are deeply honored to receive blessings from a globally respected yoga ambassador and spiritual leader, Sri Amritji Maharaja. But let's have a AV to see his profile.
Amrita Suryananda Maharaja is a Portugal-based yoga guru, president of Yoga Portuguese Confederation, and the founder of Yoga Samkhya Institute. He is the author of 2 books on yoga, Chakra Sutra, The 7 Main Chakras in Yoga and Samkhya, Cosmogenesis and Yoga Beyond Hydrogen. He is also reported to be writing an encyclopedia on yoga and is in the process of translating Yoga Sutras of Patanjali into Portuguese language. The Government of India honored him in 2015 with the award of Padma Shri, the fourth highest Indian civilian award.
I invite Sri Amritji Maharaja, President, Portuguese Confederation and founder, to bless the gathering.
Querido amigo, professor Nagendraji,
Dear friend, Professor Nagendraji,
o senhor é um Mahatma. Olha a obra imensa que tem feito.
you're a Mahatma. Look at the immense work you have done.
Distintos convidados e colegas,
Distinguished invitees and colleagues,
é uma honra estar aqui entre vocês.
it is an honor to be here amongst you.
O mundo precisa de paz.
The world needs peace.
Mais de 99,99% das pessoas querem paz no mundo.
Over 99.99% of the world's population want peace in the world.
Não temos paz.
Why don't we have peace?
Somos assim tão fracos.
Are we that weak?
O Criador quer a paz.
The Creator wants peace.
Os devas, nossos guias, querem a paz.
The Deva, our guides, want peace.
Porque não temos paz.
Why don't we have peace?
O mundo precisa de yoga.
The world needs yoga.
O mundo precisa de praticar yoga todos os dias.
The world needs to practice yoga every day.
Esta é a casa do yoga.
This is the house of yoga.
Bharata is the house of yoga. Is the motherland of yoga. Don't forget. A criação do Dia Internacional de Yoga em junho 21 foi o primeiro passo no sentido de um mundo melhor.
The creation of the International Day of Yoga, 21st of June, was the first step to something bigger.
Nós precisamos transformar esse dia num worldwide holiday.
We need to transform this day into a worldwide holiday
Para que a IMSA, a porta de entrada do yoga, seja mais vivenciado.
so that ahimsa, the entry step of yoga, is more lived, embodied.
Para que o yoga seja praticado nesse dia sem desculpas.
So that on that day, without any excuse, yoga is practiced.
Mas principalmente para que a humanidade se sinta uma só.
But especially so that mankind can feel as one.
Todos os povos têm um feriado.
All people have a holiday.
Todos os povos. Todas as nações têm um feriado.
All nations have a holiday.
Mas o povo terrestre não tem um feriado global.
But the Earth people, the Earth nation, does not have a holiday.
Precisamos do apoio de todos vós para que esse feriado mundial seja levado às Nações Unidas.
We need the support of all of you so that this world holiday is taken to the United Nations.
Worldwide holiday.
Worldwide holiday.
Para que a humanidade faça aquilo que nunca fez.
So that mankind can do what it has never done before.
Nós estamos aqui para fazer o que nunca foi feito.
We are here to do what has never been done before.
Deixem de se matar.
Stop killing amongst yourselves.
Deixa de se considerar rivais.
Stop consider other people as rivals.
Para que a cooperação e o amor triunfem.
So that cooperation and love can triumph.
Deem as mãos e durante 24 horas não haja derramamento de sangue no planeta Terra.
Let's give our hands so that during 24 hours there is no bloodshed on planet Earth.
Nós precisamos que as Nações Unidas funcionem mesmo como umas Nações Unidas.
We need that the United Nations work indeed as United Nations.
E precisamos que haja verdadeiro presidente das Nações Unidas e do planeta Terra.
And we need that there is one true president of the United Nations and of planet Earth.
E o que nós queremos é que Sri Narendra Modi se torne o futuro presidente das verdadeiras Nações Unidas e do planeta Terra.
And what we want is that Sri Narendra Modi becomes the president of the true United Nations and planet Earth.
Om Namah Shivaya. Gostaria que todos vós estivessem presentes amanhã às 5 p.m. para o meu satsanga.
Sadhguruji would like that everyone present would be present tomorrow at 5 p.m. for his satsanga.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Obrigado. I think I'm not misspelling. Thank you so much to Sri Suryananda Maharaja. Thank you from all the bottom of our hearts for your blessings and the beautiful Portuguese language. Love listening to it. Once again, muito obrigado. Next, we move on to our next session. Yoga today transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. We now invite a series of brief addresses highlighting global spread and clinical relevance. We would have the AV of Sri Ritesh Malik. As Dr. Manjunath had mentioned, the Indian sitting in Canada and spreading yoga global awareness. Let's have the AV, please.
Sri Ritesh Malik, Chair, Canada-India Foundation, Toronto, Canada, is a distinguished entrepreneur and community leader. He has been at the forefront of strengthening Canada-India relations through policy dialogue, economic collaborations, and cultural engagement. He also serves as the patron and lead for SVYASA Canada, supporting the global mission of promoting yoga, holistic health, and Indian knowledge system. With his rich experience in international business, logistics, and social impact initiatives, Sri Ritesh Malik continues to inspire meaningful connections across nations and communities.
I invite Sri Ritesh Malik, Chair, Canada-India Foundation, to address the gathering on the spread of SVYASA to Canada.
Namaste and good evening, everyone. Pujya Guruji, Nagratna Didi, Dr. Manjunath, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, distinguished delegates, scholars, and friends. It is truly a humbling experience to share this dais with such accomplished individuals who have dedicated their lives to the well-being of humanity. My sincere congratulations to SVYASA and the organizing committee for putting together such a meaningful and impactful conference. INCOFYRA truly reflects SVYASA's commitment to rigorous research, relevance, and real-world application. SVYASA has played a pioneering role in integrating yoga with modern medicine. Long before integrative health became a global buzzword, SVYASA demonstrated through evidence-based research and practice how yoga can support preventive health care, rehabilitation, and overall well-being. This work has touched lives at the grassroots level, helping people not merely manage disease, but live healthier, more balanced, and more purposeful lives. Guruji is often affectionately described with the phrase, Nasa to SVYASA. But I believe the true recognition of his lifelong work lies in taking SVYASA to NASA and beyond. The time has come to globalize this model and place yoga where it truly belongs, not merely as a physical exercise, but as a profound science that opens physical, mental, and spiritual dimensions beyond ordinary human comprehension. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji and his vision of one world, one family, one future, there can be no greater unifier than yoga. Because yoga itself means unification. I cannot see any other leader on world stage who has done more than him to see world united, happy, healthy, and truly blissful. The world needs more of him. This world needs more of Vyasa, and this world needs more of each one of you in this room today. Under the guidance of Pujya Guruji, Nagratna Didi, Dr. Manjunath, and the entire Vyasa team, we have undertaken the ambitious yet deeply fulfilling task of establishing Vyasa in Canada. We are in the process of building infrastructure, developing academic and therapeutic programs, and creating pathways so that everything Vyasa has accomplished in India becomes accessible in Canada initially, and then across the wider American continent. This would not have been possible without groundwork, dedication, and commitment of an individual who I feel extremely fortunate to call my brother, Raghu Bangalore. He not only inspires me on a daily basis, but also encourages and supports when I feel weak. Thank you, Raghu bhai, for where we are today with this collective vision for Vyasa Canada. Also, thanks to our other team members from Canada, Dr. Garg and Dr. Preeti, who are here with us. During Guruji's recent visit to Canada, meetings with ministers, policymakers, universities, and leading research institutions were met with tremendous enthusiasm. There is strong interest in collaboration and a clear recognition of the value Vyasa brings to healthcare, education, and research. With new leadership in Canada and new high commissioners on both sides, there is a renewed desire to build lasting bridges. Yoga and Ayurveda will play a powerful role in strengthening Canada-India relations over the long term. And I can say with a lot of confidence that Vyasa will play an important role towards this objective. I would also like to invite everyone here, especially those who have traveled from overseas, if you believe in what Vyasa represents, make a commitment to carry this vision back to your own homelands. Together, we can create an enduring impact. Healthy, happy, and blissful citizens alone can build the world our ancestors envisioned. Let us use yoga and Vyasa to give future generations what they truly deserve. Much gratitude to all of you for your company in this journey. Namaste and thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri Ritesh ji. It is so inspiring to see Vyasa vision flourishing internationally. We will definitely take it to NASA back again. We have amongst us a doctor, an eminent clinician, Dr. C. Venkata S. Ram. May I have his AV, please?
Dr. C. Venkat S. Ram, Director of Blood Pressure Clinic and Institute for Blood Pressure Management, Apollo Hospital, Apollo Medical College, Hyderabad, India, is also the Director of World Hypertension League, South Asia Region, and Dean of Macquarie University Medical School, India Campus, Hyderabad. He has authored 360 papers and 4 books, all in hypertension. He has received several awards, including Padma Shri from the Government of India. He was given the award Best Clinician Teacher by St. Paul University, Dallas, Texas, and American Society of Hypertension bestowed on him the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Moser Award.
Welcome you, sir, and we would love to hear from you on the importance of yoga in cardiac rehabilitation.
the guidance of the divine light that is shining through Chancellor Nagendra, Professor Manjunath, Dr. Nagaratna, and Professor Subramaniam Garu. It is a light that is shining through them that fell on me. I am grateful for the opportunity to interact and be here. This is my first time. I am in this particular conference. It happened very, very nicely. The theme of this conference was very nicely described by Professor Manjunath when he talked about one word from the theme, plasticity, retaining originality. That is what is meant. So in medical terms, it is changing the phenotype without changing the genotype. That's what it meant. That's what he meant. And he also mentioned another word from the theme, resilience. And this was given to us in a different form by Swami Vivekananda when he said, arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. So he's already described the theme very, very nicely. In terms of yoga and cardiac rehabilitation, it's a very important symbiotic relationship. Cardiac disease in this country contributes to 35% of deaths. It used to be 28%, and with sadness, I have to declare that it has now become 35% of all the deaths in this country. Indian population is less than 20% of the global population, but we contribute 60% of cardiovascular deaths. So a minority population contributing to majority of cardiovascular death, and that is the challenge, ladies and gentlemen, that it is in front of us, it is on the side of us, it is on the back of us, and we have to carry it forward with new and innovative approaches of managing patients who have cardiac disease, cardiac disability, and many patients who, even when they survive heart disease, they have other complications. Therefore, cardiac rehabilitation is extremely important. By rehabilitation, literally it means restoration to previous life before the heart attack. And there is traditional rehabilitation which requires training and which requires treatment. Along with this, yoga should be integrated in the future. Training and treatment is in many times quite expensive, but when you have yoga, which is inexpensive, does not require electricity, does not require air conditioning, does not require signal, does not require Wi-Fi, and there is number of evidence-based papers that were published by a number of individuals, including S-VYASA University and including Professor Manchanda, who is here, who is actually, I'm a very silent follower of him, and he has been a mentor to me for many, many years. There is increasing evidence that what was theoretical in the past has been converted to practical reality. So in my opinion, this so-called integration of various medical sciences is very, very important. Traditional cardiac rehabilitation is, of course, has to be there, but if you combine yoga, and studies have shown that the improvement, the reversal of complications appears to be significantly better. All of these have been published in evidence-based medicine journals. So ladies and gentlemen, in the 3 minutes that was allotted to me, I gave you a very simplistic overview of the burden that we are carrying now from cardiac disease and how it is our challenge together to reduce the cardiac burden so that we have a healthier, happier, and productive citizenship from India. Again, in the end, I want to thank the organizers, including Dr. Manjunath, Dr. Subramaniam, and of course Professor Nagendra and Dr. Nagaratna for giving me this participation to walk on the same soil as they're walking. Thank you very much.
So much, Doctor. Your 3 minutes, though it was short, it had reminded us that we are holding a closed diamond box with us. Thanks for unveiling that back to us. Budding doctors, blossoming doctors, and the already fragrant doctors don't have a clap deficiency syndrome. It is reinstating that we are in the right path. A big applause to you, sir. Thank you so much. An eminent professor, more like a family to SVYASA, we have Professor Thomas Feiner, neuroscientist and psychophysiologist. May I have his AD, please?
Professor Thomas Feiner is the founder and director of the Institute for EEG Neurofeedback in Munich, Germany. With more than 2 decades of experience in neurofeedback, quantitative EEG and event-related potentials, he is internationally recognized as a leading expert, educator and innovator in applied neuroscience. His research focus extends to meditation neuroscience, neuroplasticity and photobiomodulation, with over 5,000 EEG recordings of meditators. Board member of the Foundation for Neurofeedback and Neuromodulation Research, Dr. Feiner actively shaped the global development of the field. He is a speaker at international conferences where he shares insights into brain health, cognition, and human performance.
I invite Professor Thomas Feiner to address the gathering on neurofeedback integration of yoga and technology.
I want to express my deepest gratitude and joy and pleasure to be here, and want to thank Dr. Nagendra, Dr. Manjunath, and Dr. Nagaratna for being here, and also in thoughts of Dr. Garner, my friend, who should also be here, but unfortunately he went ill, and so he could not attend. I want to talk a little bit about the research project that we have started, and about the intention of this collaboration between my institute for EEG neurofeedback and the SVYASA University. It's a great pleasure for me to stand here today and to speak about the beginning of a research collaboration that I truly believe has enormous potential. The cooperation between SVYASA University and the Institute for EEG Neurofeedback is rooted in a shared curiosity, a deep interest in understanding the human brain, not only in states of disorder, but also in states of balance, awareness, and trained consciousness. The last days in the SVYASA Neuroscience Lab with Dr. Krishna were a wonderful starting point and a wonderful starting of a journey. With the new EEG equipment, we explored some truly remarkable brains, and what we saw left us both astonished and full of anticipation. I am convinced that our collaboration will also inspire generations of students to use this enormous potential that modern brainwave analysis offers. EEG technology has demonstrated a unique strength in what really matters. It's excellent in timing, gives us good information of localization of brain disorders, and functional interpretation. No other method combines such temporal precision with this level of versatility, while remaining accessible, affordable, and scalable. And EEG is not confined to large laboratories. It can travel. A fully functional EEG lab fits into a small suitcase. If someone wants to visit a monk outside a place where you have to, and you want to explore his brain, just let me know. I will happily travel with you. I am convinced that this collaboration will be truly innovative. It will help us understand both the clinical brain and also the meditator brain, and how learning, self-regulation, and plasticity connect across these two worlds. They are not different worlds. I think we just have to connect the dots so they come together, and they need to come together. Making this technology accessible has always been a central motivation for me and the work at my institute, together with our collaborators and researchers. The way we keep developing tools to help using this, the full potential of EEG, and why? Because EEG offers something unique. It's precise, it's precise in timing, gives us meaningful information of localization, and a lot of other informations. Okay, this is a different chapter. Thank you very much for the attention, and I'm looking forward for the further collaboration and the research of our project. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. We are also keenly looking forward for your session, because for us brain was just brain, but you have dissected it pretty beautifully. So much. Let us have the AV of our lady representative, the most gorgeous, Ms. Viveka Kim, the CEO of Yoga Culture Town, South Korea.
Miss Viveka Kim, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Yoga Culture Town, South Korea. Miss Viveka Kim is the CEO and Director of Yoga Culture Town in Mirang, South Korea, a vibrant Indian cultural space at Sunshine Mirang Theme Park, offering yoga, Ayurveda and immersive experiences, often collaborating with Indian dignitaries and promoting India-Korea cultural exchange.
I welcome Ms. Viveka Kim to address the gathering on S-VYASA collaboration in South Korea. We saw the collaborations in the AV. You are already part of us.
Namaste, everyone. I'm Viveka Kim. It's a great pleasure to meet you all here today. I completed my MSc Yogic Science at SVYASA in 2011. Although I now live in Korea, Pro-chancellor is truly my spiritual home. So, thank you. It's a great honor for me to be part of this meaningful occasion. I would like to express my deep, heartfelt to Guruji, Manjunathji, the Nagaratna Didi, Bashda Madam, and all the respected faculty members and organizers. I'm currently running Yoga Culture Town in Korea, in Mirang. It's the first and largest Indian yoga and culture center in our country, Korea. Through the full supporting and collaboration of S-VYASA and VHG, Vivekananda Health Global, we share Indian yoga and S-VYASA's yoga therapy program and Ayurvedic service and several Indian culture from there. This would not have been possible without their whole full supporting. And I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation once more. Yeah. If given the opportunity, I really would be delegated to welcome you all and share our yoga culture town based on Indian yoga to you. So I hope one day in the future, one day it comes true. Yeah. Yeah, once again, I sincerely congratulate you on the 26th conference of SVYASA Yoga University. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am. We once again welcome you to our spiritual home. Next, we proceed to the release of the book titled Rehab Chronicles, which documents valuable clinical insights and experiences. This is a compilation of all the research work done in SVYASA related to the theme of the conference, like rehabilitation, resilience, performance, and plasticity. This booklet covers the research studies done from 1984 to 2025, and this is the work of our PhD graduates. May I now request our dignitaries to kindly release the book Rehab Chronicle. To the team, because it's not a small work, our research is not very small. This compilation takes a huge team and a lot of toil around. Let's have the AV of Professor Sol Balasi, Research Director, Lanasis Limited, Budapest. Let's travel to Hungary.
Professor Zsolt Balasi, Research Director, Lanasis Limited, Budapest, Hungary. He graduated as a mechanical engineer from Budapest University of Technology and Economics, later earning a PhD in biomedical engineering. He spent 2 years as a postdoctoral researcher at McGill University in Canada and continued postgraduate studies at the University of Westminster in London. He is a member of the Automation and Computer Science Scientific Committee of Hungarian Academy of Sciences. His work has been published in leading physiology journals and holds several patents for medical devices. With over 30 years of teaching experience, he has guided and mentored many postgraduate and PhD students. In 2019, he spent a year in India studying Sanskrit at the University of Delhi and completing yoga instructor programs at the Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga and SVYASA University.
Welcome you, Professor Sol Balasi. From mechanical engineering to biomedical engineering to yoga to Sanskrit, we are very proud, privileged that you are part of our conference. We welcome you to have your vision, your thoughts on yoga therapy in Hungary. Lab deficiency syndrome.
Respected university leaders, distinguished professors, esteemed researchers, and dear students. It's my great honor and privilege to address you today at the 26th INCOFYRA conference here in India, the birthplace of yoga. I am deeply grateful to Guruji, Dr. Nagendra, and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Manjunath, as well to the organizing committee for their kind invitation. Just as Swami Vivekananda's famous speech in Chicago in 1893 welcomed the West to the yoga, in Hungary, The writings of Erwin Bhaktai in 1930 played similar role. Bhaktai studied yoga culture here in India, and his book, The Triumphant Yoga, introduced generations to Hungarians to the philosophy and practice of Raja Yoga. His family also connected Hungary and India. He was the uncle of Amrita Sher-Gill, the celebrated painter who became a pioneer of modern Indian art. Through these cultural bridges, yoga entered Hungarian life not only as a spiritual discipline, but also as path to health and therapy. The Hungarian yoga market has expanded steadily, with both offline and online courses, accreditation programs, and therapy-focused training. Thousands of Hungarians practice yoga regularly. Classes are offered at school, workplaces, and retirement homes, making yoga therapy accessible across all age groups. Hungary now offers Bachelor of Science program in yoga in Budapest, which combines traditional knowledge with modern scientific foundations. In addition, at the Semmelweis University, the leading medical university in Budapest, a yoga course has been introduced as a credit-earning subject. This pioneering step demonstrates how yoga is slowly entering mainstream medical education and may develop further in the future. Right now, yoga therapy in Hungary is applied only in stress management, cardiovascular health, musculoskeletal rehabilitation, and mental health support. Hospitals and clinics increasingly recommend yoga as a complementary practice. This approach blends Eastern philosophy with Western pragmatism. Preventive healthcare programs often include yoga therapy. Physiologists integrate yoga techniques into trauma recovery. Sports rehabilitation uses yoga for flexibility and injury prevention. This hybrid model reflects Hungary's strong tradition of combining science with holistic practices. Challenges include limited integration into the national healthcare system and a need for stronger scientific evidence. Yet opportunities are vast. Collaboration between Indian and Hungarian institutions, expanding research to validate yoga therapy, promoting yoga therapy as a response to lifestyle diseases. From my side, I would also like to emphasize my personal commitment. I wish to contribute to ensuring that the extraordinary clinical yoga therapy treatments at SVYASA University can be accessed by more and more Europeans. Such opportunities would not only strengthen international collaboration, but also allow European patients to directly experience the profound healing potential of yoga therapy as practiced here in India. In conclusion, yoga therapy in Hungary is a living bridge between India and Europe. We are deeply grateful to India for this gift of wisdom, and we look forward to strengthening our cooperation in advancing yoga therapy for the benefit of humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. We will definitely try to make your personal vision a global one. Now let's have the AV of a person. He is our person, our energy, our vibrance, and our Pro-chancellor, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir. Let's have the AV, please.
Dr. B. R. Ramakrishna, Pro-chancellor of SVYASA University, is a distinguished scholar and administrator in the field of Ayurveda, yoga, and clinical medicine. With over 4 decades of teaching, clinical and research experience, a gold medalist in Karnataka State Body, he holds advanced qualification including in Ayurveda, in SVYASA yoga. He has served as Vice Chancellor of SVYASA University and currently holds several national leadership roles, including membership in governing councils and advisory bodies under the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. A prolific academic and researcher, he has guided numerous PG and PhD scholars and contributed significantly integrated healthcare policy and education at national and international levels.
Of yoga therapy and research through INCOFYRA.
Gurubhyo namaha harihi om. Namassabhabhyaha sabhapatischa. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, saluting at the holy lotus feet of respected Guruji and Nagratna Didi, I start my brief talk of 4 minutes. I take 1 minute extra. Friends, today this INCOFYRA has made possible the galaxy of speakers from all over the world. It has been mentioned from 26 countries, delegates and speakers have come here. And it is being spread world over. This unique foundation was laid down by none other than our respected Guruji and Didi 26 years back. Think of their vision and the mission. Unless we disseminate the knowledge, it is impossible to reach the outcome of the research. You know, in any scientific research, anything not published, not presented, is practically undone. See, this scientific attitude was founded by Guruji and Nagratna Didi, and from the day when they started their first research, they planned it. This is the contribution of INCOFYRA in disseminating the knowledge of research. Friends, it is said very clearly, we require adhyayana, studies, adhyapana, teaching, tadvidya sambhasha, participating in seminars, symposiums and conferences and deliberations, samshodhana, research, prakashana, publication, and finally lokarpana, dedicating to the society, or reaching the outcome of all our studies, research and other things to the society. That can happen only through a conference like INCOFYRA. In this regard, I request the galaxy of this audience to rise and express salutations to Guruji for his vision and mission. Please rise. So nice of you. Yeah, you know, coming to the therapeutic protocols which yoga has been providing, one should know that no therapeutical protocol can be static. It should be always progressive, dynamic, and also updated, which we call it as yuganurupa. These protocol standards keep on changing. But how do you know that? Practitioners will know it. During COVID time, we have experienced this, and that has been updated and standardized. We require a conference like INCOFYRA to update the knowledge pertaining to clinicians, researchers, teachers, everyone, students. Only through such conferences we can update our knowledge and contribute meaningfully. Friends, for the last 26 years, INCOFYRA had selected such wonderful themes and topics which no other institutions have done it in the field of yoga. I am proud to say this. Today, all of you know, the psychosomatic diseases are reaching their zenith, and it has become a burning problem. And for that matter, every disease for that matter is slowly getting converted into psychosomatic. So by understanding that this INCOFYRA was started in the year, 26 years back, and it was so planned that 1 year let it be in the campus, the mother institution, and in the other year periodically from the other places of the whole world. So in this scenario, the knowledge pertaining to yoga research and the yoga therapeutic protocol developed by our Nagaratna Didi, it is so scientific, it is reproducible everywhere, that is being disseminated through the INCOFYRA 26 now. Friends, another most important factor here is, for the students who have registered for this conference, you should know that when the INCOFYRA first was started, there were only 2-3 colleges in the country. Today, the number of BNYS colleges has increased to more than 80 colleges. How it was possible? It was only possible because the students who attended here, the conference, they got the knowledge, they got the research updates, and it spread. Today, the government of India is forced to make it in a very serious attempt to organize a statutory board. All that has been possible by the conferences like INCOFYRA. Coming to the last most important point is, it provides a global platform for researchers, students, clinicians, experts, and all to take a good message, a take-home message, how we can contribute and integrate yoga with other systems of medicine. Today, all of you know that integrative medicine is in the forefront, and it is the need of the hour. That need can be fulfilled only through evidence-based research, which is possible only through a conference where the people are attracted and brought from the world over, and finally a take-home message is given for integrative medicine. With this, thank you very much. Bharat Mata Ki!
This is why I initially told he's our energy and vibrance. Thank you so much, sir. This conference will definitely take us towards Lokarpana. Now moving on to our visionary addresses, a title well conferred, Encyclopedia of Swami Vivekananda. May I now have the AV of Professor K. Subramaniam, Chancellor of S-VYASA.
Professor K. Subramaniam is distinguished academician, administrator, and inspiring speaker. He currently serves as the Chancellor of S-VYASA University, Bangalore, and chairs the Academic Council of the Vivekananda Education Society, Chennai. He is also president of the Vivekananda Academy of Cultural Studies and a member of General Body of Vivekananda Kendra, Kanyakumari. His contributions have been recognized nationally. He was honored by the Telugu Brahmin Society of Chennai for his exceptional Tamil poetry and awarded the title Parivarjaka by the Vivekananda Vidyapeeth, Hyderabad.
Let's give a big round of applause and welcome Professor K. Subramaniam to address the gathering on translating Swami Vivekananda's teachings into higher education.
Esteemed friends, 25th, 26th and 27th of December 1892, Swami Vivekananda, after studying the entire country, reached Kanyakumari, the southernmost tip of this country. Amidst the 3 seas, the solitary rock attracted him. He swam the distance, reached the rock, sat on it. Remember, it is December. Biting cold, he swam the distance, wet clothes, no food, no sleep, no water to drink because the water round the rock was salty. What did he do all these 3 days? He remembered this country. How glorious was this once upon a time. The country where Bhagavad Gita was born. The country where Vedas were born. The country where the great stalwart spiritual giants were born. Where yoga was born. And such a wonderful country, a beautiful country, a majestic country, magnificent country, fell on evil days, fell on evil tongues, and we were slaves. What was the cause for this dip? What was the cause for this decline? He thought over. After 3 days of contemplation, he came out with the clarion call, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. And he said at another sentence, I hit upon a plan. What is that plan? The plan meant to give us independence. The plan meant to rebuild our nation. The clarion call inspired many freedom fighters. Subhash Chandra Bose was one. Arvind Ghosh was another. Several giants of this country woke up. They shed the tamasika prakriti. They roused the patriotic spirit in everyone. And we are happy we have had our independence. But the second phase of action, it's not enough if we get the independence. The country is to be rebuilt. Nation is to be rebuilt. How are we to rebuild this nation? Education. And when we think of education, what are the components of education? 2 essential components of education must be revived. They were the backbone of this country. Once upon a time, there was yoga in every institution. There was Gurukul in our country. Yoga was present everywhere. Residential type of education was available everywhere. And for yoga, he wrote one book. The only book that Swami Vivekananda wrote was Raja Yoga. All other were his lectures. The only book he sat at the desk and wrote, and that was Raja Yoga. And this Raja Yoga must be inculcated in every person of this country. How could it be done without residential education? He wrote another wonderful bit, a blueprint for ideal education system. It's available in the complete works. These 2 were taken up by great giants like Swami Chidbhavanandaji Maharaj, Eknath Ranade, and such great people. They were inspired. Eknath Ranade took yoga. Swami Chidbhavananda took education. These 2 were combined by our beloved Guruji, and he wanted to have yoga on one side, the residential system of education on another side. In this country, there are many schools, but at a higher education level. Residential system is essential. Character building is essential. Nation building is essential. And that can be achieved only by 2 tools. One is yoga and the other is residential type of education, Gurukul. Both were combined in this Prashanti Kutir. And he has established a beautiful university for the welfare of the mankind, not only Indians. Now, yoga is a global activity. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu, we say. How can it be possible without yoga? How can it be possible without residential education? And these two things were achieved by our beloved Guruji. All kudos to him, all compliments to him, all credit goes to the brother and sister, Dr. H.R. Nagendra and Dr. Nagaratna. I am very, very glad to be a contemporary of these two people. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We felt like Vivekananda's voice echoing out here. Moving on, we have a public figure with us, a businessman, the member of Karnataka Legislative Assembly, Sri G. Janardana Reddy. Let's have the AV.
Sri G. Janardana Reddy is an Indian politician and businessman who is a member of the Karnataka Legislative Assembly from the Gangavati Assembly constituency, being associated with the Kalyana Rajya Pragati Paksha. His public life reflects a focus on development-oriented efforts and community support.
It's a privilege for us to have Sri G. Janardana Reddy as our guest of honor. I request Janardana Reddy to please address the gathering on integrating spirituality into lifestyle.
International Conference on Frontiers in Yoga Research and its Applications. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಗುರೂಜಿ ಅವರ ಪಾದಪದ್ಮಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾಗರತ್ನ ಅವರ ಪಾದಪದ್ಮಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರಿಗೆ, ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಿಗೆ, ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯವನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿಸಿ ಯೋಗ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಯೋಗ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ SVYASA ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿರೋದು ನನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ವಜನ್ಮದ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಮಾರು 1,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಪ್ರಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 1000 ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ 600 ಬೆಡೆಡ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೀಮಿತ ಆಗದೇನೆ ಇಡೀ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರ ದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಇವರೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಯೋಗ ಡೇ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿರುವ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಜಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ 200 ದೇಶಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಯೋಗ ಡೇ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 200 ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮೋದಿಜಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯೋಗ ಗುರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಗುರೂಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯುವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಧುನಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಂಪರಾಗತ ಯೋಗ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯ ನಡುವಿನ ಅಂತರವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ನಾಂದಿ ಹಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ I request my young researchers and scholars who are present here, you have a great responsibility. The world is looking at India. They are ready to accept yoga, but they demand data, validation, and scientific protocols. You are the architects of this new era. I urge you to ensure that your research does not remain in libraries, but researches the common man, transforming public health policies. I congratulate the organization committee for bringing together such brilliant minds on one platform. I am confident that the deliberations over the next 3 days will set a new benchmark in healthcare. And also, our Dr. Nagendra Guruji is planning to construct one integrated rehabilitation center for all kind of diseases. He wants to bring along with a sports stadium with everything, that for whatever, the investment and all, along with me, I'll be bringing so many of my friends to this campus, and we will plan to complete our Dr. Nagendra Guruji's dream. Even I came to know our Dr. K. Manjunath sir, Vice Chancellor. He was saying that, like from Korea, from Afghanistan, from Kazakhstan, like many people, they come here. After seeing everything, they praise the country, they praise our SVYASA Ashrama under the leadership of Modi ji. One day, even including Pakistan, all terrorists also will have a day. The day will come that one rehabilitation center to change themselves to bring peace for the entire world. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಂದಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
Thank you so much, sir, for those inspiring words. Next, we are going to have on the dais, you can see someone who is extremely rich in wisdom and very simple at heart. I don't know how to describe him. Maybe I would tell he is the lens through which S-VYASA sees the world. Dr. H.R. Nagendra, President of S-VYASA Society. May I have his AV, please?
Dr. H.R. Nagendra, President, SVYASA deemed to be University, Bengaluru. An eminent scientist, yoga visionary and educationist, Dr. Nagendra holds a PhD in mechanical engineering from IISc, Bengaluru, and has worked with premium global institutions including the University of British Columbia, NASA Marshall Space Flight Center and Imperial College, London. A pioneer of scientific yoga research in India, he has authored over 150 research papers, co-authored 35 books and guided nearly 50 PhD scholars. He has served as Vice Chancellor and Chancellor of SVYASA and currently continues as its President, while also holding several key national and international leadership roles in yoga education and policy. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to yoga and humanity, the Government of India honored him with the Padma Shri Award in 2016.
AV of our Guruji. In fact, his profile can be made to a movie. We request our Guruji to give the presidential address of INCOFYRA 2025.
My dear brothers, and sisters, first of all, I place on record our grateful thanks for Honorable Prime Minister for sending his message for this 26th International Conference on Frontiers in Yoga Research and Application. Also, our grateful thanks to our Honorable Health Minister Naddaji and also Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhanji for sending their felicitations and the messages for this wonderful conference. We are so grateful and delighted to have a galaxy of top experts in this particular field of rehabilitation, and they all have done wonderful work which has to be shared to our audience, our young, brilliant students who have come from higher education, from various BNYS colleges and IITs also. And for the first time, probably, we know that our registrations are full, even 2.5 months back, thanks to Dr. Amit and our entire team. And similarly, we are also so happy that all our speakers confirmed their participation 3 months before. Thanks to Dr. Manjunath and the entire Anveshta team for making this possible. And on this very auspicious day, when we inaugurated today morning the Ganapati Homa, thanks to our Dr. Ramchandra Bhatt and the team, which brought the blessings from Lord Vigneshwara to remove all the obstacles by converting all difficulties into opportunities. We march ahead to see that this conference will bring great knowledge sharing and will come out with excellent outcome. What we have to do is to bring integration in the country, and as our Dr. Venkatram has told, and Dr. Manchandaji has been working, and all the galaxy of great medical experts have been working for several years. The integration is the need of the hour. So in the process of rehabilitation, we have to see that we bring integration of modern allopathic system along with Ayush system. Particularly, yoga is more acceptable to everybody, and we have to bring this dimension. As Swami Vivekananda has said, combine the best of the East with the best of the West. Best of the West is modern scientific research, and best of the East is our knowledge base, which are inherently present in all our Vedic and yoga texts. And we have the Uttar Mimamsa contained in the Vedas as the science of the Vedas, while we have its application in the Purva Mimamsa as Upasana Kanda and Karma Kanda. And to bring this dimension back to the fore, we have started Varaha Vihara Advanced Center for Vedic Technology Research, headed by our Dr. Ramchandra Bhatt as the director of this wonderful new initiative that we took 2 years back. And results have started coming up, and we'll be able to publish as to how the homas can bring effectiveness in reducing the diabetic complication and also bring rehabilitation. Rehabilitation can be done, and we will be able to bring back to system to back only when we have integration of the holistic vision. Because the modern medical system, which is based on modern science, which is essentially reductionistic approach, which has got essentially the matter-based paradigm as the governing principle, we have to expand that vision to the Panchakosha model, understanding that this creation is not merely physical, but it has got the 5 layers. The electromagnetic field and the quantum field at the physical level is encompassed by the bioplasmic field or the pranic field. Then we have the astral or the mind field. Then we have the information or the intellectual field, and beyond that we have bliss field. All these 5 fields are in continual interaction. As it is happening at the individual level, at 5 of our koshas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya koshas. And this creation is governed by the law of Srushti, Sthiti and Laya, the trifold law. And if Newton's laws of motion or the classical mechanics govern the physical world, and the quantum mechanics talks about the entire quantum field in the physical world, it is the trifold law that governs this entire creation. And that which is beyond creation is our pure consciousness, which is beyond space-time causation, it is beyond mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, and it is a state of infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite freedom. That is our original state. So Vivekananda called it as divinity. And each soul is potentially divine, he called. And what is the goal? The goal of life is to manifest that divinity. It is not just to prevent diseases, promote positive health, but to move to the higher and higher levels, to raise from our normal level to become great, super divine human being and reach that divinity itself, manifest immense bliss, knowledge, power and freedom. And that's what we have to do. In the process of rehabilitation, the first step is to see that we overcome our challenges of modern NCDs and the challenges of sports medicine and other things which are mounting up with escalating exponential growth, which all has to be brought forth, and we should be able to use this integrative dimension of our rehabilitation to achieve our complete objective of rehabilitation. So we are going to have this wonderful university forging ahead itself to bring about this rehabilitation process by modern scientific research on one part. But the people who are normal also should see that they grow in their growth with increasing bliss, knowledge, power and freedom. And day by day, you must emphasize on prevention. We say prevention is better than cure, but hardly we look at that thing. So we have to put a lot of emphasis on this thing, and this is what we have been doing in our government of India, and thanks to our Dr. Harshvardhan and Dr. Naddaji and all other ministers who have been able to bring this approach by building 1.5 lakh wellness centers in which we are bringing Ayush dimension in the country. And this prevention is the most important thing, and we have to build the bridges by bringing better budget proposals everywhere. So I appeal to all our international family members to see that this approach of prevention has to be promoted in every country by urging the government to see that they offer more and more budget from mere 1 or 2% of budget for prevention to at least 10 to 15%. And in India now it has raised to nearly 20% of the health budget. Unless we do this thing, we will not be able to achieve the prevention dimension. Therefore, we have our galaxy of great personalities who have come from different parts of the world, and as Dr. Manjunath said, nearly 27 countries have been represented, and all these people, my brothers and sisters, I appeal that we should emphasize on prevention, and promotion of positive health. And therefore, our Honorable Prime Minister rightly brought yoga on the International Day of Yoga, and he said it's not should be a one-day affair, but it has to be brought into education system itself. Therefore, in India, yoga has been made compulsory at the school level, at the higher education level, and is spreading everywhere. And with Yogasana competition, young children have started practicing yoga asanas with tremendous amount of effort, and every day practicing for 2-3 hours like this. And we brought this Himalayan Yoga Olympiad, which not only works on yogasanas, but asana, pranayama, mudras, bandhas, kriya, meditation, and the theory. All these have been included, and we had a wonderful Himalaya Yoga Olympiad this time, and we had nearly 14 states participated. We had nearly 300 people who came here, and it was a wonderful treat to see all these people practicing with such rigor and vitality and energy. And in meditation, they have to sit for half an hour without movement, and they were judged. And we also had our international group who are staying here, and others who also practice this complete vision of yoga practice, and the Himalaya Olympiad inspired this holistic vision of yoga. This is how SVYASA is proceeding, and this conference is going to bring this dimension of prevention, promotion of positive health, and rehabilitation back to the fore. With this, once again, I congratulate our entire team, and also appreciate that our college students with their brilliance have come forward. We all have to work to see that we bring this total approach into our curriculum and see that we grow day by day, to see that we grow holistic. Thank you all very much for your presence today, and for all our organizers and volunteers who have been incessantly working to make this a big success. Namaste.
Thank you and pranams, Pujya Guruji, for your lifetime dedication to yoga. Today, our INCOFYRA dais looks more like a mini solar system with Surya, Chandra, Navagrahas and Nakshatras with a lot of radiance of wisdom. It is time for us to felicitate our honorable guests for today. I request Guruji and our senior officials to felicitate Sri Amrita Suryananda Maharaja. I request Guruji and our senior officials to felicitate Sri Ritesh Malik. S. Ram. Dr. C. Venkata S. Ram. request you to be please seated. A small reference mentioned to the dignitaries of today. The purple kit which you saw is called Samya, and it is a sensory experience kit by Vivekananda Health Global Center of Integrative Medicine. We would love you to experience the kit thoroughly. Before we go to our concluding ceremony, there are a few announcements for the delegates. Kindly give your attention. After the inauguration function at 6:30, we would have cultural program at the same venue, Samskruti Bhavan, from 6:30 to 7:30. 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. you would be having your dinner. Have a quick dinner and get back. At 8:30 p.m. back again in the same venue for the laser show, which is on the theme NASA to Vyasa. Please do not miss the laser show, NASA to Vyasa. And tomorrow morning, 5:30, we would have Homa. The details of the Homa are provided in the QR code, which is kept outside the venue. Kindly use the QR code, and if you have to register for the Homa, please do it itself. And after 8 o'clock, after the Homa, you would have breakfast, and all of you kindly assemble in the same venue, Samskruti Bhavan, at 8:45 for Prarthana Milan, following which we would be having the plenary session, no parallel sessions from 9 to 11. So 9 o'clock, all the audience, all the delegates, please assemble back at Samskruti Bhavan sharp by 8:40 a.m. after your breakfast. We have a dedicated woman, an ardent achiever, and a role model to admire. In fact, to mention, she had a family emergency and she had flown from Bihar and reached this morning to SVYASA. What more to tell of her dedication towards S-VYASA? Let's have the AV of Professor Soni Kumari, Madam.
Professor Soni Kumari, Registrar, S-VYASA deemed to be University, Bengaluru. She is an accomplished academician and researcher in yoga and allied sciences with over 18 years of experience in teaching, research and academic administration. She holds a PhD in yoga. She has served in key leadership roles including Controller of Examinations and Dean of Academics, and presently serves as the Registrar of S-VYASA deemed University. Her contributions have been instrumental in the university achieving NAAC A+ grade accreditation in 2 consecutive cycles. She has more than 60 research papers and guided 10 PhD scholars and 50 postgraduate students. She is a recipient of several recognitions including the Higher Education Forum Award and Yoga Lakshmi Puraskara, and was nominated by the MHRD for the Presidential Award for her contributions to yoga and higher education.
I invite Professor Soni Kumari, Registrar of S-VYASA, to propose the vote of thanks for this 26th INCOFYRA inauguration.
Respected President of SVYASA Society, Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Pro-chancellor, distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, esteemed speakers, delegates, researchers, colleagues and friends from across the world. On behalf of SVYASA, it is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of the inaugural ceremony of 26th INCOFYRA 2025. First and foremost, I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. H.R. Nagendra, the Chief Patron of the 26th INCOFYRA and the President of SVYASA Society, for his inspiring presidential address and for his visionary leadership in advancing yoga as a science of health, rehabilitation, and the human well-being worldwide. We sincerely acknowledge and thank our university leadership, the Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Pro-chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, along with Finance Director, Dr. Nagratna Didi, Dr. Raghuramji, and all the other dignitaries, teams, Executive Council member, Academic Council member of this SVYASA University for their constant guidance, institutional support, and commitment to academic excellence and international collaboration. We feel truly honored by the presence and blessings of Sri Amritji Suryanandan Maharaj, President of the European Yoga Confederation, whose continued support strengthens international cooperation and shared value in yoga research and education. We express our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished international and national speakers, Dr. C. Venkata S. Ram, Apollo Hospital and Medical College, India, for his valuable insight into the role of yoga in cardiac rehabilitation. Thank you, sir. Professor Thomas Painer, neurologist and CEO, Institute of EEG Neurofeedback, Germany, for his enlightening presentation on integrating yoga, neuroscience, and technology. Thank you, sir, for your kind presence. Mr. Viveka Kim, the COE, Yoga Culture Town, South Korea, for sharing important perspective on international collaboration with SVYASA. Professor Jusol Balasi, Research Director, Lenses Limited, Hungary, for his contribution on yoga therapy and rehabilitation. Sri Ritesh Malikji, Chair Canada, India Foundation and Patron Vyasa Canada, for highlighting the expansion of Vyasa's global presence in Canada. Shri G. Janardhan Reddy, former member of the Legislative Assembly, for his reflection on integrating spirituality into everyone's life. We sincerely thank the organizing committees, board reviewers, session chair, volunteers and administrative teams for their dedicated effort in making this international gathering a success, which will be witnessed in next 3 upcoming days. Finally, we thank to all our delegates, researchers and participants from India and abroad for joining INCOFYRA 2025. Your presence, contributions and collaborations truly reflect the global spirit of this conference. We wish you an intellectually enriching and professionally rewarding conference experience. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those words of gratitude. May I now request everybody to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Dear delegates, cold winter, hot tea is awaiting you outside after